All right, we're recording. Hey guys, happy Thursday. November 5th. It's gonna be Thanksgiving literally before we know it, and then Christmas, and then lo and behold, the new year, which I know we are all excited for January to get here. And those New Year's resolutions to kick in and Lavelle to surprise us with some awesome new stuff. So yeah, we need to get prepared. And I was just thinking about objections today and um, closing the sale and things we can do for the holidays to kind of spread the word and get the message out there. While we're seeing people that we don't normally see, especially this time of year, we see more people that we haven't seen in a while. I mean, with COVID, there were people that literally this is their first Christmas or Thanksgiving where they're getting together again with family, like where they're not quarantined or where they couldn't be in a room with more than 5 people. So there's going to be people that they haven't seen in a while. There's holiday parties, there's New Year's Eve parties, there's um traveling, and a lot happens over the next 2 months. And one of the biggest things that you can do to prepare yourself for January, February, March, April, May is plant really good seeds over the next 2 months with the people that you're seeing during this time that you normally don't see those people. So, little things, wearing your patch and having things out at your house, bringing things with you if you're traveling to family members' houses. Um, Cute little things like putting some treat meal in the middle of the Thanksgiving table, or when you have family staying the night for Christmas, mix up some shakes in the morning, and just stuff like that. So it's super important that you're planting those seeds now. And here's the other thing that I think that we're kind of forgetting about, and it's the fact that we have almost 2 months left where we can help somebody put an extra $1,320 in their pocket for Christmas. And this huge, think about where I was before I got started and I was waiting tables and bartending. I would have died for somebody to be in my inbox saying, "Hey, I think I've got a way for you to make some extra cash to help your kids have a better Christmas." I would have jumped at that opportunity, but you have to let people know that it's out there. So I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about how we can get the word out there, how we can use magic words and phrases, so to speak, um, and get people to sign up, because I know, especially around the holidays, one of those objections with people is cost. Just don't have the money, or so how do we get those people to see that, look, yes, you can get started for free over here. If you really want to get going, you can get a kit, but we can help you put your money back in your pocket. Just by citing 2 customers and 2 promoters, you're going to get the money that you use to start right back, plus make some money. So it's taking that fear away from them, that fear of, what if I don't make the money back? What if I can't do it and I just wasted money before Christmas? So I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I do with that, and really how to get the word out there. Are we posting enough in our stories? Are we posting on our timeline? Are we sharing stories from the fan page? Are we going live and sharing stories and interviewing people? Are we getting people on the Tuesday live events, on Wednesday live events? There was just one this past Wednesday, yesterday, that Stacy, Amanda, like there was a couple people that went together and did one. These things are out there, but are you guys utilizing them? Are you utilizing that third party credibility? Because if we're not getting this in people's faces and planting those seeds, then your business isn't going to grow, right? So you have to do those right actions now. And another thing, Brittany Strike said this, I think it was when we were at a training, but she's like, when you talk, in your stories, I think a lot of us are missing that aspect of literally clicking that button, talking in your stories, sharing in your stories, and having people hear your voice, your excitement, sharing your Thrive experience, how you mix up your shake, what these capsules do, how this rest stuff helps you sleep at night. Like, getting in stories and having people hear you, that's huge. I've I kind of did a little thing yesterday where I was just scrolling through people's stories just to see what are different people doing, what are our teams doing. And a lot of people aren't doing that. They're just kind of putting pictures in there, and they'll put a song with something, but we're not hearing people's voices. And I think we're really underestimating the power of what stories can
Hey,
do
Lisa, you're breaking
right
up really,
now.
really bad.
How stories are really where time when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, and story, your journey, that's important, people's attention. So hold on, I'm not on a Wi-Fi. That might be why. Oh, I am. Hold on. We're gonna see is this better?
Yeah, for right now it is. Earlier you were just sounding like an alien.
Oh, awesome. I wish somebody would have told me sooner.
We did. We were commenting in the chat. So all we heard is the last thing that Brittany Strike said from going live in stories. That's the last thing that we could understand what you said.
Okay, can you hear me now though?
We can hear you now.
Oh, good. Good. I feel like a commercial. Okay, let me know right away if I'm breaking up. Because I'm not looking at the chat right now. No, I was just saying that Brittany was saying, which is so true, that people want to hear you. They want to hear, if your stories, if you're going through your stories on Facebook and Instagram and it's just pictures, or you're putting music with something, or that's fine and dandy, but I think it really takes things up a notch when you're taking the time and actually speaking in stories, like sharing in stories. I got off Wi-Fi. I think that's why. So what I want to do tonight is pull some people on that have some tips. I asked y'all to get on. I know what you're doing right now. What is everybody doing over the next 2 months to really plant those seeds, get the word out there that we can help people make some extra money before Christmas, and what they're going to be doing for the holidays. Also, I kind of want to talk a little bit about what they've been doing to like vamp up their Facebook, their Instagrams, their stories, their reels. And here's the thing is I want people to not be afraid of reels and stories, because here's the thing, if you're not utilizing and starting to at least play around with reels, I think that's a big mistake. That is where it's going. That is what most people are spending their time doing, is when they go to Instagram, they're watching reels. When they go to Facebook, they're looking at reels. So if we're not at least trying to venture out into that avenue, I think everybody's going to miss the boat a little bit. And again, it's a learning curve. I mean, we were out to dinner tonight, and Chas was showing me like a reel that she did. It was so cute. It's just about playing around with it and learning as you go, but not being scared to step out of your comfort zone and do some of these things that aren't feeling comfortable to you. And right now is the time to do it, because the next 2 months, let's just be real, for a lot of people, they are a tiny bit slower as far as people joining them. This is the time where you should be taking the extra time to learn some things that maybe you haven't really dug into yet, like reels or stories. So I don't know. I know we've got a lot of great leaders on tonight. So I would love to hear anything that y'all are doing over the next 2 months to share for the holidays, to learn reels and Instagram, preparing for the new year, anything. I'm look at it's an open Zoom. We'll just I have nothing prepared because I was on a plane all day. So I would love to hear y'all's ideas, and I'm pretty sure that we have 121 people over on right now that would love to hear your ideas too. So who wants to go first? Who wants to step up?
Well, biggest tip I can say is, you know how when you go live on Instagram and you share it to Facebook, well, if you are doing the hands-free mode and you're letting the stories go by longer than 30 seconds, everything is flipped in reverse. Like it's seriously, it's like that Missy Elliott song, flip it and reverse it. But my biggest tip is, because I have lost a lot of viewers going down once they see my my stories like flipped is now start going just live on Facebook and just constantly making sure you're doing that live button and then watching it and then doing it again and then doing it again until a woman starts controlling social media and we get this shit right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I noticed that too. I'm like, why is all my stuff go converted backwards? This is making no sense. So we do have to take the time, I think, right now to make sure that you're doing it separate, right? And make like, I know what you're saying. You do one and then you're gonna have to click it and do it again and click it and do it again, not set it so it's just continuously going, right?
Oh, right. Correct. That's what you have to do to make it like just keep going. If you need to do like more than like a minute and a half or like, because Facebook will only allow you to do like what, 30 seconds. And so then you're going to have to watch that little red circle. Once it stops at red, then redo it again, hold the button again, and then hold the button again. No, not just Kaylee, not just an Android thing, because I tried it on my daughter's phone and it's legit on her iPhone too. It's so freaking stupid. It's like, why is it flipping it? So,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know.
noticed that like Facebook and Instagram right now, I feel like something is going on with Facebook for sure, where I don't know if like we were just talking about that at dinner, where like views seem to be down. I'm seeing people's posts from a week ago. I'm not getting notifications in groups. So I think there's some wonky things happening right now that are hopefully gonna sort itself out. You
And I
know, they
think it's
usually
probably because
sort
they
out.
like changed the whole name to this Meta thing. But I also heard that Mark is going to sell Instagram. So I don't know if that has anything to do with everything being so wonky as well.
Right. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? We just have to keep being consistent and going with the times and hopefully it will catch up. It'll it'll work itself out because it usually ends up working itself out. Who's on? Tell us what you're doing to prepare for January because here's the thing is the next 2 months are going to fly. And if we're not planting those seeds and getting our businesses together and figuring out what our plan is for the new year, if we're not doing that now, we don't want to be one of those people left behind. So who's on and has some tips?
I can share some stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, twin, please share.
Hi.
You look
Okay.
beautiful.
In regards to reels and also what you said earlier, but with reels, you guys, like I just started doing reels like seriously recently because, you know, before that I had an Android and Androids and Instagram don't actually go together. Instagram is made for iOS. So that's why my videos were always choppy. My videos were always poor quality. It was never good. So I didn't do reels until I got a new iPhone, which was really recently. My team knows. And the thing about reels is that it gets better the more you practice. And there's so many there's so many accounts now that teaches you how to do reels, what's a trending this and trending that. Like there should be really no excuses. And if you actually go through the reels, you guys can just recreate it. You guys don't have to come up with something brand new. Find something that has a lot of views already, that is trending, that you see a lot of as you scroll through it. You'll see a lot of the same sounds. Just recreate it, right? And just stick to consistency, because if you do one reel 1 week and you never do it again for the next month, I'm so sorry, but that's not going to work either, right? So just consistency in doing it and learning how to do it too is very, very easy, but you guys just got to do it and try it, right? With the whole reels, I learned that, you know, lighting is makes a difference. The however long it is makes a difference, and the sounds make a difference too. So that's a little bit about reels. You just got to do it and you will learn more and more. Okay. So and with the whole New Year's thing, you guys, like planting seed for new people, yes, but also do your team know the people that join you this year? Do they know what's going to happen next year? Do they know what's going to happen in January when, you know, Lavelle launches all this stuff and, you know, bonus this and bonus that? Do they know? So start there. Start with updating your team and telling them what has been, you know, going on in the past, right? What we've had in the past, like every single year, Paul and Jason does something big in the New Year's. So your team doesn't want to miss it, but they're going to miss it if they don't know about it, right? So your job as a leader is to let them know, right? Is to, have your weekly team gathering, let them know what's going on. And then with the new people coming in, I mean, I'm telling you guys now, people are watching now so that they will, and people that are watching now are going to say yes to you in January, because for some weird reason, the New Year's always make people want to change their lifestyle, want to lose weight, want to start a new business. That's just how it is. And Lisa, you say it all the time, like during the months of January to like May, it's a network marketing boom. And I've been in here for 4 years now, and I see the exact, like I see it as well. So it's just informing people and just not giving up during this time, especially during this time. And with Christmas coming up, you guys, like put money back into your business by, instead of giving people gifts that you buy in store, I tell my team this, give people gift from your cloud office, from your website, Thrive Skin, Thrive Charcoal, Thrive this and that. Don't go into freaking Bath and Body Works to buy people lotion. Like, we have lotion. Don't go and buy people skincare. We have skincare. We have all of that, right? So invest back into your business this winter, and you shouldn't see volume. I mean, we've had pretty amazing months during the holiday season because everyone was like, why not just give what I'm able to, or why not just offer people or give people stuff from my store, right? So yeah, that's my biggest tip. Yeah. I hope that.
Oh my God, that's so good, because you're gonna spend the money anyways. You're gonna buy gifts for your family.
You're sounding
And
goofy
how about
again.
give them, give your mom this 3-step skincare system. And if she gets addicted to it, she's gonna, oh no, why? Oh, really
Actually,
bad?
it's better now. It's better now.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
better.
Okay, good. What I was saying was that is such a good tip, because we're gonna go buy Christmas gifts anyways. Why not give them the gift of something in Lavelle? And then if they fall in love with it, they're gonna start ordering it, They're gonna come order it when people get tax returns next year, when people are making New Year's resolutions. You get them, you get your mom on the 3-step skincare and she loves it. Guess what? She's going to reorder the next month, the 3-step skincare. So if you're going to go spend money anyways, why not invest it into your business? That is so, so good.
And I have another idea too that I made the team did in the past. Like, we ordered, when BOGO drops for Thanksgiving, you guys, which they probably will do the buy 2 get 1. I stock up on those kind of things, and I actually make them into gift sets so that, and then I would reach out to my lazy guy friends that don't want to go shopping, that doesn't want to do any of that shopping. And I just reach out to them like, hey, I have gift sets for you that is pre-made already. Let me know if you want to reserve some. So I just go and make them, go buy a box from Michael's, put like a lotion or put whatever they want in there, and go sell them to them go sell it to them and get cash. And you guys will make, your volume will be up. You guys will make back profit. Like, it's just, there's so many ways to work this business in the holidays. I just don't see why people think that there isn't. I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
Well,
I
and
wanna
there's
bounce
also expos and events. Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
yes. Yeah, Shannon, you're welcome to share. But yeah, like people's schools right now, like kids' schools have little things, your churches, there's like holiday extravaganzas, and like now's even a great time to set up your own online like vendor event. Get with other people in the industry and be like, hey, let's pick a day and we'll do like a live event or something. Get people at your house, do a holiday event at your house where, I've done this before where I've had like 3 or 4 other people in the industry. Hey, everybody come to my house, set up a little area with whatever you sell. And then we're each responsible for getting 4 people there. Well, guess what? Now your business is introduced to, 10 new people, 12 new people, depending on how many people invited. So there's so many creative ways. I just think we're not utilizing those. We're not thinking outside the box. We're not, thinking about all the places we're going and all the people that we're going to be seeing during this time, and how you can incorporate these products into it. Like, I promise you guys at Thanksgiving dinner with your family, if you put a little bowl in the middle of treat meal, they're going to go, what is that? What is that? Tell me about it. Like, be creative with that kind of stuff. Make sure you're being intentional if you're going places about, thinking about a way to mix up the new caramel, salted caramel shake in a way that you could mix it up with something that makes a holiday drink. I mean, you can be creative so many ways with this stuff. It is just thinking outside the box. And I know when I started, I wanted to succeed. Like, I was willing to try everything and anything to get the word out there, to let people know what I had. So just don't go through the next 2 months and feel like, well, there's not a lot of people joining me right now. I'm not signing a lot of people. So don't forget about your business. Constantly be thinking about and be intentional about ways that you can be introducing people to this product, because I get it. You may get some opposition right now with people saying, it's the holidays, I just don't have the money. You guys, that's okay. Because just as quick as these holidays are approaching, they're going to be over and January is going to hit. And those same people that said, I can't afford it right now because of Christmas are going to be the same people in January that are trying to reach some goals, health goals, or, weight loss goals, or they get their tax return in February and they're like, I've got the cash now. I want to try that stuff she told me about. So don't forget that the seeds you're planting now really are those people that are going to come around in January, February, March, and April, and they're going to be like, I want to try what you have. But if you're kind of just like, well, I'm just going to kind of take a break and I don't want to bug people about it. And I'm going to it seems like everybody's checked out. So I'm going to check out too. That is the biggest mistake ever. Like, there are many leaders on this Zoom as I'm scrolling through that have been in this business with me 5 years, and they can tell you by watching several people work this business over 5 years, they can tell you where people tend to lose sight of their business tends to be in the months of October, November, and December. And they pay for it in January, February, and March, where we're all posting, oh my gosh, I'm promoting and my paycheck's going up and people are coming out of the woodwork wanting to sign. Those people that didn't do anything are kind of like, why is that not happening for me? And it takes a minute for them to go, man, I wish I would have learned that lesson and stayed consistent like they were saying. And then they have to wait till the next year to do it, right? I mean, they have to wait until that next season to go, okay, I didn't do it last season, so this year I'm not going to make that same mistake, because it's the most recent people you planted those seeds with that are going to think about you in January, February, and March. So right now, I know one of the things I'm doing is I'm using those keywords in my messenger. And like things with the words like sample or mini experience. And I'm finding old conversations that I had with people about trying a sample. I'm going through all of my free accounts and I'm reaching out to all of those people right now. And I'm asking them, hey, I know you started a free account with me. Did you want to actually try these products? I know you haven't actually tried it yet, because I would love to get a sample out to you. And it's just stuff like that, making sure you're constantly following up, because if you're not keeping track of who those people are. Oh, another tip here. This is a really good one too. One of the things I wasn't doing that has been huge for me the last month. In fact, I've signed like 4 new customers just because of this thing right here. I am going through my stories. Okay. So I'm just looking at, like, let's say the other day I posted a story about my daughter using the rest. Okay. I had packed the rest away. She wanted to use it. We had to open up a box for her to find the rest because she can't live without rest. I looked at who watched that video. Okay. I literally walked through that video and I went, how many of those people were non-thrivers? And then I went and added them to a list and I messaged all of them. And I said, oh my gosh, hey girl, I noticed you caught my video yesterday with my daughter and the rest. Is that something you might be interested in? Because I've got a really great special on it right now. And four new customers doing that. So you guys don't forget, it's great if you're posting in your stories every day and you're being consistent. But if you're not looking at who's looking at your stories, that was a waste of time. Like, see who's looking at your stories, because even though they didn't comment, even though they didn't say anything to you in your inbox, they took the time to watch it. They guess what? These are people that are they're seeing your stuff and they're taking time to look through your stories. So they could possibly be interested. They just don't know how to reach out. They're nervous to reach out. They don't know what to say. They're waiting for you to do it. And it's so crazy because when I sent messages, all 4 of the people that signed up as customers were like, I've been wanting to ask you, or I've been so curious, or I just didn't know, like, I felt stupid asking. Like, one girl said, I felt stupid asking. It's so crazy how some people are just waiting for you to actually pull the trigger. So I feel like right now you've got to be a little bit more aggressive to get in people's inboxes and say, hey, I saw you saw that. Is that something you might want to know more about? They might say yes, they might say no, but it's always a no if you don't say something. Like, we can't wait around forever, right? You've got to be willing to step outside your comfort zone a little bit and get that seed planted. And yeah, with a lot of people that I messaged, they weren't interested right now, or, oh yeah, I saw it, but I just don't have the money. Whatever their reason was. The thing is I still put it out there. I still planted a seed. And those are the people that I'm going to make sure that I'm getting up every day and I'm going to their Facebook page and I'm, watching their stories and I'm really getting in their inbox. And that's the other thing. You guys heard me say this all the time. The millions is made in Messenger. Truly believe that, because what I do is I look at who's looking at my stories. The people that aren't thrivers, I go and I look at their stories. And what I love is that when I want to interact with something on their stories, it goes directly to their inbox. The millions is made in Messenger. So if you're ever wondering, well, how do I get in somebody's inbox? Just go watch their stories. Look for something you can comment on, because that's going to go straight to their inbox. And that's where a really good conversation can get going just about life, right? That's where you can build the relationship. And then eventually, hopefully, with enough interaction, they're going to ask you about Thrive. They're going to see something that tickles their fancy about our products and they're going to want to know more. So, who else is on and wants to share? I just kind of went on a rampage, but I know there's quite a few of you on.
I wanted to share something real quick about the events that everybody's doing, or that everybody should be doing. Do it scared. I learned 2 important things. Having something there to keep the kids occupied kept the moms and even the dads, grandmoms, whatever, there to have a conversation with you. All I did was take coloring pages and crayons. And you can do so many things inexpensively. Get little net bags from the Dollar Tree. Our skin samples come in, the 3 steps come in little sample packages. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get the little plastic containers for the mask and the hand and foot cream. You can cut up the soap and sell this as a little $10 grab bag or something like that. And you get your money back, but that's why the majority of everything that we have here comes in individual serving packages. Do the little gift sets like Twin was saying, and take them with you with your QR code on one of the containers or something. When you run out, reach out. And it's really, really helps a lot. I have not had so many people all at once until I did an event, and I have 3 more set up before the end of the year. Do it scared. Thank you.
No,
Lisa, you're breaking up.
Too. I don't know if you guys, during the holidays, I give thanks. So I don't want to bother talking if nobody can hear me. Oh, dang it. All right,
At the
somebody
end,
else
you got better.
talk.
There you go. You're good.
Obvious. Huh? Oh, okay. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. So what I was going to say was, one of the things I do around the holidays is I give tips to people. So for instance, my mailman, the Amazon guy, my hairdresser, I always give her a better tip around the holidays. People like that in your life that you just want to tip for the holidays. one of the things you can do is include Thrive stuff. Make a little Thrive gift basket with samples that you have laying around your house. Like, here's the thing, is everybody's so cheap about their business. We have to be willing to invest in ourselves, invest in our business. You guys, everything that you put together, every product you buy from Lavelle can be a tax write-off. And you need tax write-offs. Like, there's not a person on here that if you're planning on growing a business, that you should not be willing to invest something in your business if you want it to grow. If you're just going to be that person that says, well, I don't have any money and I blah, blah, blah. I get that, but you're never going to have any money if you're never willing to send out a sample or to get some samples on hand. Or, you know, when there's times in our life where we have decisions to make, right? There's a lot of you on here that you're going to get, maybe your mom gives you money. I know my mom does, you know, extra cash for this, or you're coming into a Christmas bonus at your job. What are you going to do with that money? Well, of course, it's easy to say, I'm going to go play with it, right? Let me go gamble at the casino, or let me go out with my girlfriends and we'll have some drinks, or invest in your business, because that's how your business is going to grow, is being able to, even a little bit here and there, invest so that you can give those samples out to people. And let me tell you what, giving a sample of something where people feel it right away, like Rest, right? Rest is something chill. Those products that people feel something, usually when they take it right away, those are powerful products to get in people's hands. The skincare, they can feel the difference in their skin right away. Those are things that you give them to people, they see a result in any way, shape, or form. They're going to be like, okay, I want this. And I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but we were just talking about this tonight too at dinner. I cannot believe how many people are coming back. How many people are reordering with me right now? When the new detox came out, I got 3 customers that haven't ordered in a year were in my inbox. I need to reorder. I can't remember my password, or I can't get it in my cloud. I want to order this stuff. Or do you have any specials going on? This is where your product credits are going to come in handy, because if you save your product credits every month, you can give them the free shipping. That's gonna push them over the edge into getting that order placed again and getting them back on Thrive. It is unbelievable to me how many people that stopped thriving come back. I've never seen anything like it. Like, when I was at my last company, no one ever came back. Like, if they left, they were gone. Customers and promoters. Here, people miss their Thrive. They miss the way it makes them feel. They want to try new things because they've had a good experience with our company. They know the products work, and it's about you following up. If you guys are not taking the next 2 months to follow up with every old customer that's ever ordered from you, letting them know about the salted caramel, about the new detox, you guys are making a grave mistake if you're not taking the time to do that, because I've had so many people order again. Like, it's insane how many I've had reorder. I'm like, I went into my cloud the other day and I'm like, how is my PPA? And then I looked and I'm like, holy crap. I like my
It's
personal
happening again.
volume, because I had all these customers ordering. I was like, why is my product credits this high? I couldn't believe how many customers I had ordering that were not, they knew what they went in and they again, because I've stayed consistent, because I was posting about, for God's sakes, somebody else talk so I don't have to, because this is annoying. Let's
I'll
see.
go, Lisa.
Oh my God. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it.
Okay, so I just want to remind everybody that maybe came from the push group that you just did, to just stay consistent. Like, I'm getting in so many people's inboxes that I've never talked to, or that I'm talking to again. I'm interacting on posts, and I'm using most of my time to do that and just focus on people that are not thriving, because you know, I don't like the word slow, but if you think it's slower now and you're bored or whatever, you actually should have more to do, because you can always go connect with new people, add new friends. And that's just what I've been doing. Like, I mean, with your group and, you know, coming out of it, I'm like hyper focused on new blood, because we know what happens when January comes. And if we leave those people behind that we talked to in October, or we don't just keep talking to new people throughout the rest of the year, you know, like you said earlier, it's not going to be us that grow, you know, you personally or whatever, that grows when January hits. I mean, we don't know what's coming, but we know that it's going to be a big deal, because with Le-Vel, it's always a big deal. So that's just what I'm doing. New blood, new blood, new blood. Of course, I help my team. You know what I mean? We actually did a group, you know, we mimicked that a little bit just to keep people consistent. Right after yours, we're probably going to do another one in December that has to do with groups or something. I have to give you a shout out, because I have despised groups for 3 years and now I'm like obsessed with them. So I'm just like connect, interact like all day long. That's all I've been doing.
Yay, I love it. Kaylee, are you busy? No. It's
I'm
so
here.
good.
So the biggest thing, you're breaking up still. The biggest thing I want to say is to be bold right now. If you you're still breaking up.
Hey girl, oh my gosh, what's up ladies?
Hi. I can finally hear you.
Okay, I think she's
All
just
right,
gonna let
perfect.
you talk.
All right, we got
I don't
this.
think she can hear you, Kaylee. I think
Nope.
she can't hear you.
Muted herself.
She said, "I'm
So
not talking."
okay. So the biggest thing I want to say right now is just to be bold. You know, when you first came in, and maybe you didn't do this, but like looking back, I was like, okay, what was I doing when I first came in? Excitement. I was bold. I was talking about the bonuses. I was talking about how I felt, how everybody else felt. I think that we overcomplicate it, and we get so used to doing lifestyle posts that we don't, like, a lot of us aren't bold, and we're like, hey, look, there's a time and a place, I guess, to be bold. And like right now with the holidays coming up and the first of the year, like right now is the time to be bold. So put it out there. Like people need this. And I always tell my team, I'm like, you have to get in that mindset of not like feeling like you're annoying people, but that you're doing a disservice if you do not talk about it. So you need to make sure that you are letting people know that they can earn $1,300 in their first 14 days. Put it out there, be bold. And you know, now is not the time to be shy about it. Like the holidays are coming up. We just did a live opportunity event and we were just like, what would it feel like for you to be able to literally pay cash for Christmas? Like people need to hear that type of stuff, because I know before this, I needed to hear that. I wish I found Thrive and Le-Vel's way sooner than I did. So be bold right now and talk to everyone. If you don't have the confidence in your product yet, you need to borrow other people's. You need to start thriving correctly and get that confidence. You know, when they were talking about like the holiday packs and all that stuff, like literally put a basket out for your mailman and the UPS guy and put products in there. We do that every year. Make sure you have sample packs, 1-day samples, 3-day samples in your purse. And everywhere you go, everywhere I go, I'm such a belly to belly person with meeting people everywhere I go, that I make sure that I always have, like, I connect with them at some point. Maybe it's not the first time I meet them. Like for instance, we went to Dinosaur Barbecue tonight. We go there all the time. Andrew and I, they know there's certain people that know us. There is certain people that we've talked to. I always listen for the right time to bring it up, but every time we go back there at some point, you're going to listen to when you can incorporate your business or your products or whatever. So just be a good listener everywhere you go, connect with people, get them on social media. I don't even need a business card. Like I have them, but honestly, I hand them my phone and I'm like, oh my God, are you on Instagram or are you on Facebook? And I have them type their name in, connect with them, get them on social media. Just right now is really the time to put everything out there. Go live if you're not going live, start sharing. You know, she just finished that push group. For a lot of you that did that, don't stop now just because the push group's over. Keep going. Like, honestly, you don't need a push group to be consistent. Be consistent all the time. I promise you, what you do right now is going to pay off the beginning of the year. And for those of you who haven't been around yet during that time, your mind's about to be blown. Your business is about to explode. Get together. A lot of us are just doing small, like right now, this weekend, we have a huge team training, but like after that, get together, you know, every 2 weeks or once a month and just do little living room locals. Like honestly, the leadership retreat, or not retreat, the VIP event we were just at in Vegas, they, you know, Paul and Jason were talking and they kept saying, I think the magic number was, I think 6. It was either 6 or 7. And they were like, literally, I think it was 6, 3 people in a room to share their experience and 3 guests to listen. Like get 6 people in a room and watch your business change. So that's all I've got to say. Do you want to share anything?
I'll piggyback off that. I'm going to go back. Hi guys. I'm going to go back to being bold. When Kaylee said to be bold, I want you guys to, and some of you probably already do this, and maybe some of you don't realize you're not doing it, but I want you to go to your Facebook page and your Instagram page, and I want you to go through and I want you to scroll through your posts. When is the last time that you boldly spoke about your business and what this business has to offer for people? When's the last time that you spoke about the products and what these products can do for people? A lot of people, like Kaylee said, I think they just like way overthink it and they overcomplicate it. And if you're having trouble like figuring out what to post, because I feel like that's like my team's biggest problem. They don't know how to post. They don't know what to post or what to say. So we kind of developed the system where you have your 5 things as far as like your 5 branding things go, but you should also have 5 things that you absolutely love about the products. And then you should have 5 things that you absolutely love about this business and the opportunity. So then when you need to get a post up about the business, you can look at that 5s list and then you're going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe like my 5s list is you can make the $1,320 in your first 14 days. Or maybe it's the fact that you can earn free product, or maybe it's the trips or the auto bonus or the community, whatever it is. Pick out the 5 things that you love about the business and then post about that. Stop overcomplicating it and just think about what you love and then talk about that. Same with the products. What are the 5 things that you love about the product? Do you like how simple it is? Do you like the fact that you can feel it kick in within like 5 to 8 minutes? Like whatever it is that you love about the product, write down 5 things about that. And then when you need to post about it, choose from that list. Stop overcomplicating it. Be bold. I do like these Facebook audits for my team all the time. And, you know, I have people that come to me, they're like, I'm struggling, nothing's happening, there's nothing going on. And I go and I look at their page and they haven't talked about anything. Nothing. If I didn't know them, I would have no idea that they were using our products or even a promoter in this business. And I think so many people get super scared about that and they don't want to sound silly or look stupid, or they think they got to have like the perfect post, when really you guys just break it down. What do you love about the business? What do you love that this opportunity has for you? And then what do you love about the products and what do you love that they're doing for you? And just share that. Because if you share that, it just comes from your heart and it's you and it's real and it's authentic and it's very transparent. And then you don't have to worry about sounding salesy or, you know, that, hey girl kind of thing. If you just share what you love about the product, the business, and then just your 5 branding things, you'll be set, honestly.
Though I want to just say one thing before we pass to someone else. I remember Jason saying that you don't have to know all the things. those green personalities who think they need to know all the things, that's not what's going to make you successful. It's literally those heartfelt stories coming from the heart that you're going to connect with. It's that mom who is, able to get out of bed. It's that mom who is able to come home and have the energy. It's that dad who works all day and is able to it's all of those heartfelt stories that are going to, connect and be relatable to people. It's not going to be the people. So if you're looking at people who are successful, guys, you don't have to know all the things to do this. I promise. I still don't know what ingredients, I know I am not green at all. I am not organized. You just have to be real, and you just have to be relatable, and you just have to continue to share. So you've got to have the confidence in your product and in this company, and just know that right now, whatever you do is going to pay off. And there's somebody out there that needs this. So you just need to keep being consistent and sharing. I know you get, sick of hearing it, but honestly,
It's true.
it's true.
That's true.
Hey guys, quick, just wanted to share my April thing. I'm new. I started in June or July. Anyway, I'm doing a vendor event and on November 20th, and our 3-day minis that I'm gonna have up for sale, I put them in a cheap shaker bottle, and that's how they get it. I just thought it was neat, so figured I'd let you share. That's it.
Can you guys hear me? Or
Yes, we
am I breaking up? Oh, good. Okay. I was going to say, you guys, vendor events are so huge. So first of all, I'm so glad you're going to do a vendor event. I also wanted to say that, I think the biggest thing that everybody needs to work on is their consistency, because in that challenge group that we just did, we had quite a few people finish, more than really any challenge that I put out there before. And out of the people that finished that challenge, 60% of those people grew. Their personal businesses grew. And last time I did the Destination to 40K, I did a poll at the end. I did a Survey Monkey where everybody just answered questions about the challenge, and so I could make challenges better in the future. I just kind of wanted their feedback. And I asked how many people thought that what they learned would grow their business. And almost 100% of the people said, absolutely, what I learned will grow my business. But then when I asked, how many of you believe that without the accountability, you're going to be able to continue doing what you've learned? And less than half said, I probably won't continue doing what I learned. And so why I bring this up is because we just saw 60% of people that got into the challenge, and many of you are on here right now, your personal businesses grew. Your personal goals were met. You actually saw numbers up from the month before, and you saw results. I mean, I can't believe how many of you guys were in my inbox like, this is working. Wow. I cannot believe how this is working. This is amazing. But what's crazy to me is that 90% of you will slack this month and not see those same results. The question is why? Why would you now know exactly what you need to do to see your business grow, but then stop doing it? So I really want to encourage you guys to make sure that you are continuing to do what you just learned. Even if you take the month and repeat it verbatim, like the same thing you did last month, start with day one and do it over and do it again for the month of November and December. I promise you, that is going to take you into a new year, and it'll be the best year you've ever seen next year. But you've got to stay consistent with it. But once the accountability is gone, it seems like for a lot of people, they let life get in the way and they slack and they don't do those right actions. So I did want to let everybody know that if you were not part of the challenge, when I get back home this next Monday, starting Monday, I will put the challenge that we did, the 40K challenge, I'll put it in the Dream Team page so that you guys can all start doing it at your own pace. And hopefully those of you guys that did the challenge will then start it over. Hopefully that's the goal, that you'll start it over, because I know if you guys can get consistent with a plan, you know, the next 2 months are going to fly, like I said, especially when we have Thanksgiving and Christmas back to back. The next 2 months fly. Before we know it, we are going to blink and the new year is going to be here. My question to you guys is, do you have a new dream board? Are you starting to work on a new dream board with your family for the next year? Are you adding things or crossing things off that you've already been able to accomplish? And maybe you didn't accomplish any of it because you weren't consistent. Are you ready to get consistent? Do you have a plan? Do you know how you're going to work your business? And not compare how you're working your business to someone else, but what is going to work for you. One of my goals with that 40K challenge was, in 30 days, give everybody everything that I could think of, different ways for them that were income producing to grow their business. Then what they can do now is go, okay, this is what I liked. This is what was working for me. And I'm going to make my plan of attack. This is what my days are going to look like. And for everybody that's different, like Stephanie Grachek, she friend requests hundreds of people a day. I only do my friend requesting 1 or 2 days a week. I do my posting on certain days. In groups. I have days of the week. That's what works for me. I don't compare what Stephanie's doing to what I'm doing. It's that what Stephanie does works for Stephanie. I would never be able to do it that way. What I have found out and what I have come up with works for me. But what's important is that I have a schedule. I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And I make sure my time isn't spent getting lost in the scroll, or, you know, on a phone call with a disgruntled promoter that's not happy for 2 hours. I don't let those things happen. I know exactly what I'm doing, who I'm working with, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and everything is income producing. I do not spend time. Okay. I promise you, there's not a millionaire on the planet or a 200K in Lavelle that spends their time on things that don't produce income. So you have to figure out what works for you, come up with a plan. Now is the perfect time to come up with that new, you know, what are my goals for the new year? What do I want to see happen in that first quarter, January, February, March? Where do I want to be by that end of March? Where would I like to be by the end of June? Where do I see myself in September? And then at the end of 2022, where do I want my business to be? You have to have those goal markers so that you know, okay, I want to be a 4K by the end of March. Okay, well, if you want to be a 4K by the end of March, how much money do you need to bring in? What does that look like? How many customers would you need? How many promoters would you need? Things like that. So a lot of you guys are trying to earn the trip. You guys, that trip is amazing. If you've never been on a lifestyle getaway, there's still time to do it. You have all of November and all of December to still earn that trip. You can still go get those qualifications to happen. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why we need to be consistent, of forgetting that when we have times like this where maybe we're not signing as many customers and promoters as we have been other times of the year, this is the time where we really need to sit down and go, okay, what do I need to switch up? What do I need to reevaluate? Right now is a great time to be cleaning up your friends list. Right now is a great time to be making sure that you're getting all your ducks in a row as far as who are my prospects, who are my current customers that I need to be following up with every month, who are my free customers that I need to be contacting so I can help them thrive for free, or at least get some connections from them. One of the biggest ways that I've grown my business is through people that have never even tried my product. Referrals are huge. I go to those people that have signed free accounts with me, but have never ordered, or maybe never even tried this product, and I'll ask them for referrals. I ask customers that don't want to promote for referrals. Hey, do you know anybody? I know you love the product, but I know you're not really interested in promoting it. Do you possibly know anybody that might need to make some extra cash for Christmas? Can you put me in touch with them? I would love to share this with them. I'd love to farm test them and tell them a little bit more. It's going the extra mile, have conversations that make, and then getting everything lined up and ready to go, and your schedule, knowing exactly what you need to do,
It's doing it
when
again.
you need to do it. Especially those of you guys that work full time, that have 2 or 3 jobs, that limited. You won. Okay. Is there? How about it? Who do I have on that can end this? That wants to end it with
Hey,
something?
hey,
Because we're
Lisa,
coming up.
can I add something? Hi, this is Angela.
Yes.
Hi
100.
guys, good evening. I really wanted to add this just because I'm somebody that really shows up in my stories, and this is how I speak to people. I am a storyteller. I tell stories of people, my customers, my promoters, myself, my son. So you want to be able to become a storyteller, and basically this is how people are going to trust you. And I always come out on and tell them what exactly I'm doing. This is me, this is what I love to do, and I'm so confident when I say it. So you want to tell people your mission, why you do this, and why you love it. So when you do show up every day, it just becomes a new norm, guys. Like, I show up every single day and I talk about my products every day, whether if it's opportunity or it's my whether I want to get GPOT, right? So whatever you want to focus on, you can put out there, but you really have to show up. And my greatest advice is, when you do show up, and don't be afraid, just because you filter out the people that weigh you down. The people that don't support you, you're going to start to level up and gain a lot of people that do support you. So every single day, guys, I show up. And when I said this morning on my morning call, post about your product, because they wouldn't know. The product is you. Post more of you. Okay. And this is how authentic influence marketing is. This is how you're going to gain more friends, real genuine relationships, guys. I'm talking about valuable connections. The more you show up, the more you show your face, the more that you share as being relatable, a human that is not perfect. They're going to slide into your inbox, and and you can slide into their inbox like it's nothing, because they know that you're such a proud driver and that you mean so well. And just change your mindset, guys. And I'm somebody, like, kind of like Kaylee said, you don't need to know it all. I don't know it all. I'm not a person that has systems. I'm not the smartest person, but I am a person that wants to help people, and I love what I do. And my last thing that I want to leave this at is, are you aligned with Lavelle? Do you love our products? This is what is going to help you, motivate you, and inspire you to wake up every day and open your business and help whoever needs help. So it starts with asking yourself a question. And I'm going to tell you guys this: I'm a person that signs a lot of people, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a win. A win is when you're talking to somebody new. Who have you talked to today that is new, right? That's winning, because whoever you talk to today is going to come out 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now. So trust the process and embrace the journey, because nothing is overnight, and this is work. And it takes work, I'm not going to lie, but it's the easiest thing that you're ever going to do if you just go at your pace and keep going. You don't stop. That's the key. Just don't give up. So I just wanted to add that.
Can you guys hear me? Or am I still?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I can't end it any better. That rocked. Angela, you're awesome. I have nothing more to say. Mic drop. Seriously, you guys, thank you for hopping on tonight, and thanks to all you leaders who stepped up and shared, because my internet is not doing really well. So if it wasn't for you guys, this call really sucks. So I appreciate you guys. And you guys, just like all the ladies on here said tonight, get consistent and don't compare yourself to other people. Get some kind of system down. Take now to plant your seeds, because the new year's right around the corner. And just like Angela said, I think the most important thing is share. share stories. Stories is what people connect with. Your story, someone else's story. The fan page stories, like that is where you're going to make those connections and get people interested. And I agree 1000% with what Kaylee said too. Like I'm looking through people's Facebook pages and I just feel like nobody is consistent. Like I wouldn't know what people do sometimes. So you guys think about those things and get consistent. And I mean, we're approaching Thanksgiving. I mean, that's going to be here in 2 weeks. And then we're literally looking at Christmas a couple weeks after that, and then it is the new year. So we don't have time to waste anymore. We don't have time to think about what we're going to do next. We just need to start acting and get consistent. So I'm excited. I'll start sharing the challenges from the 40K Destination to 40K challenge. I'll start sharing those starting Monday in the Dream Team page so that you guys that want to do it can follow at your own pace. My best advice to you guys is when I start posting those, whatever's posted, do it every day. Because even if you just do that for the next month, that is going to help you see some growth. It's going to help you at least be connecting in the right areas with the right people so that the right people are starting to see your stuff, especially around this time, and you can get better prepared for the new year too. So thanks guys. I appreciate you. Happy Thursday. And we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. And I won't be traveling. Woohoo. I'm done, I think, for the most part. So yes, be here next week. Don't forget to plug your new people in, and it's the same link every week and same time. So thanks again, ladies, for sharing tonight. Appreciate you. And thanks to all of you guys for getting on. I appreciate all of you. Have a good Thursday and have a great weekend. Oh my God.